The sheriff's iron key turned inside the lock as Nathan Cole gripped the jail bars and stared at the woman he had planned to marry. Outside, half the town was calling him a cattle thief. Inside, Abigail held Nathan's final letter in one trembling hand and the deed to the largest ranch in the county in the other. "You told me you owned nothing," she whispered. Nathan's face went pale. Before he could answer, his cousin Victor stepped beside her, wearing Nathan's finest coat. "Because everything he told you was a lie," Victor said. Abigail looked at the poor ranch hand she had crossed 1,000 miles to marry. Then she looked down at the deed. The name written across it was not Victor Cole. It was Nathan Cole. Before we return to the beginning, tell us where you are listening from. Like the story, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts below. And if you have ever trusted someone who was hiding the truth, you are welcome to share your experience. 3 months earlier, Nathan Cole stood beside a broken cattle fence as the morning sun rose over the New Mexico hills. He wore faded trousers, a dusty shirt, and boots that had been repaired twice. No stranger would have guessed that he owned the 6,000 acres stretching beyond him. That was exactly how Nathan wanted it. A stagecoach appeared on the road, trailing a long cloud of dust. Nathan's heart began to pound. Abigail Turner was finally coming. For 8 months, they had written to each other. Nathan had told her about the desert wind, the newborn calves, and the loneliness of eating supper beside an empty chair. But he had never told her that Cole Ranch belonged to him. He signed every letter simply, Nate, a ranch hand. At first, the lie had seemed harmless. Nathan wanted one person to see him without seeing his money first. He had already learned what wealth could do to affection. 5 years earlier, a woman named Margaret had promised to marry him. Nathan later discovered letters showing that she and her brother planned to take control of his land. She left town before the wedding. Nathan had not trusted a woman since, until Abigail. The stagecoach stopped beside the wooden platform in the small town of Red Hollow. The door opened. Abigail stepped down wearing a plain brown traveling dress. A faded blue ribbon held back her dark hair. She looked tired from the journey, but her eyes were steady and warm. Nathan removed his hat. "Miss Turner?" She smiled. "Nate?" The sound of that name made guilt tighten inside his chest. "Yes, ma'am." Abigail looked past him at the horses tied along the street. "I feared you might change your mind. I feared the same about you." She laughed softly. "After traveling this far, I would have been mighty angry with myself." Nathan lifted her small trunk. It was lighter than he expected. "Is this everything?" "Everything worth carrying." Her answer held a quiet sadness, but Nathan did not question it. As they crossed the dusty street, a tall man stepped out of the Red Hollow Hotel. Victor Cole wore a black coat, polished boots, and a silver watch chain. He was Nathan's cousin and the ranch bookkeeper. Victor's smile disappeared when he saw Abigail. "Well," Victor said, "you must be the woman from the letters." Nathan set down the trunk. "Victor, this is Abigail Turner." Victor bowed. "Victor Cole, owner of Cole Ranch." Nathan's jaw tightened. Victor had never called himself the owner before. Abigail glanced toward Nathan. "You work for Mr. Cole?" Nathan slowly nodded. "That is what I told you." Victor placed a friendly hand on Nathan's shoulder. "Nate is one of my poorest workers," he said. "Hard-working, perhaps, but he has no land and little future." Nathan pushed Victor's hand away. "That is enough." But Abigail did not seem embarrassed. She looked directly at Victor. "A man's future is not measured by the dirt under his name." Victor's smile weakened. He turned toward the hotel. "Miss Turner, you must be exhausted. Allow me to offer you a proper room and supper." "I appreciate the offer," Abigail said. "But Nate wrote that Mrs. Dawson has a room waiting for me." Nathan felt relief. Victor's eyes hardened for only a moment. Then he smiled again. "Of course." Nathan loaded Abigail's trunk into a small wagon. As he helped her onto the seat, the church bell rang across town. Abigail looked at him. "Your letters made you sound taller." Nathan laughed for the first time that morning. "And yours made you sound less troublesome." They rode away together. Victor watched until the wagon disappeared. Then he entered the hotel and found Sheriff Amos Reed drinking coffee near the window. Victor placed a small leather record book on the table. Inside were altered cattle counts and Nathan's forged signature. Sheriff Reed frowned as he examined the pages. "What is this?" Victor looked through the window toward the distant ranch road. Proof that Nathan Cole has been stealing cattle. The sheriff raised his head. Victor's voice became quiet. And by the time that woman learns who Nathan truly is, he will be sitting behind iron bars. Abigail spent her first evening in Red Hollow at Mrs. Dawson's boarding house. The room was small but clean. A wash basin stood beside the bed, and a lantern burned near the window. On the table lay Nathan's letters, tied with the same faded blue ribbon she had worn in her hair. She untied them and read one again. A poor man cannot promise comfort, Abigail, but he can promise that his word will be worth something. Those words had carried her west, yet Victor's warning stayed in her mind. No land, little future. Abigail closed the letter. She had known poverty before. Her father had owned a small store in Missouri. After he died, she discovered that he had borrowed money under false names. His lies left Abigail and her mother with nothing. That was why honesty mattered more to her than wealth. The following morning, Nathan arrived with 2 horses. "I thought you might like to see the ranch," he said. Abigail studied his face. "Does Mr. Cole know you are taking time away from your work?" Nathan hesitated. "He will manage." They rode beyond the town, past dry fields and low hills covered with sagebrush. The morning air smelled of dust and pine. When they reached Cole Ranch, Abigail stopped her horse. The property was larger than she had imagined. Cattle moved across the valley. Tall barns stood behind a wide ranch house with a wraparound porch. Men repaired fences near the northern pasture. "This belongs to Victor?" she asked. Nathan looked toward the ranch house. "That is what he claims." Before Abigail could question him, a young ranch hand came running from the barn. "Mr. Coe." Nathan gave him a hard look. The boy stopped. "Mr. Nate," he corrected. "We found another broken fence." Nathan dismounted. "Any cattle missing?" "Nearly 40 head. Nathan's face tightened. This was the 3rd loss in 2 weeks. Abigail followed him to the damaged fence. Several posts had been cut cleanly near the ground. "This was not done by cattle," she said. Nathan glanced at her. "No." Then, "Someone wanted them to escape." Nathan knelt beside a hoofprint. "Or wanted it to look that way." A rider approached from the main house. Victor. He wore a clean gray coat and sat on a tall black horse. 2 ranch hands followed him. "Abigail," Victor called warmly. "You should have told me you were visiting." "I came with Nate." Victor looked down at Nathan. "So I see." He dismounted and offered Abigail his arm. "Come inside. I will show you what a successful life looks like. I came to see Nate's life." Victor's smile faded. He led them toward the porch anyway. Inside, the ranch house held polished furniture, framed maps, and a long dining table built for a family that did not exist. Victor poured Abigail a glass of water. "You could live here," he said. Nathan stood near the door. Victor continued, "A woman like you should not waste herself in a worker's cabin." Abigail placed the glass down. "I would rather share a small cabin with an honest man than live in a mansion with a man I cannot trust." Victor stared at her. Nathan felt pride and shame at the same time. She had chosen him, but she had chosen a man who did not truly exist. That evening, Nathan walked Abigail back to the boarding house. Under the lantern light, he finally spoke. "There is something I must tell you." Abigail stopped. Nathan reached into his coat and touched the ranch deed hidden inside. Before he could pull it out, horses thundered into the street. Sheriff Reed and 2 deputies surrounded them. "Nathan Cole," the sheriff said, "you are under arrest for stealing cattle from Cole Ranch." Abigail stepped forward. "That is impossible." Victor appeared behind the deputies. He held the altered record book. "His signature is on every page." Nathan looked at Victor and understood the trap. The sheriff pulled Nathan's hands behind his back and locked iron cuffs around his wrists. As they dragged him toward the jail, Nathan shouted to Abigail, "Do not believe the book." Victor moved beside her. "There is more you should know," he said. He handed her a folded land deed. Abigail opened it beneath the street lantern. Her eyes moved to the owner's name, Nathaniel Cole. She looked toward the jail, where Nathan stood behind the bars. "You are the owner," she whispered. Nathan gripped the iron. "Yes." Her face changed. Then every letter was a lie. Before Nathan could answer, a rifle shot cracked through the darkness. The jailhouse window shattered. Sheriff Reed fell to the floor, and outside, someone shouted that the cattle thief had just tried to kill the sheriff. Sheriff Reed lay beneath the broken window, one hand pressed against his bleeding shoulder. Nathan was still locked inside the cell, yet men outside were already shouting his name. "He tried to kill the sheriff! Drag him out!" Abigail stared at the shattered glass. The rifle shot had come from across the street, not from inside the jail. Nathan had no weapon. Victor grabbed her arm. "Come away before he hurts you too." Abigail pulled free. "He is behind bars." Victor's face tightened. For the first time, she noticed mud on his polished boots. It was pale red mud, the kind found near the northern canyon where the missing cattle had last been seen. Nathan saw it too. "Abigail," he said, "look inside Victor's coat." Victor stepped backward. She reached for him, but he pushed her aside and ran. Nathan slammed his shoulder against the cell door. "Get the sheriff's keys." Abigail knelt beside Sheriff Reed. With his good hand, he pulled the keys from his belt. "Stop him," the sheriff whispered. Abigail unlocked Nathan's cell. Nathan raced into the street and took the sheriff's horse. Abigail climbed onto the saddle behind him before he could protest. "You should stay here. You have lied to me long enough," she said. "I am coming to see the truth." They followed Victor's tracks toward the northern canyon. The moon shone over the dry land. Desert wind moved through the sagebrush, and distant cattle cried behind the hills. At the canyon entrance, Nathan found a hidden trail. Beyond it stood nearly 100 stolen cattle. Victor had changed the brands with a hot iron, but some of the old coal marks were still visible beneath the burns. A lantern glowed inside an abandoned line cabin. Nathan entered first. Ledgers covered the table. They showed Victor had been selling cattle for months and hiding the money. Abigail picked up an old letter. It was written by Nathan's father. Victor entered behind them with a rifle. "Put it down." Nathan slowly turned. Victor's hands trembled. "My father worked this ranch beside yours," Victor said. "But when your father died, everything went to you. Land, cattle, house. My family received nothing." Nathan looked at the letter Abigail held. "My father offered your father half the ranch." "He refused because of pride," Victor snapped, then drank himself into the grave. Victor's anger had grown from an old wound, but it had become greed. "You could have come to me," Nathan said, "and begged." Victor raised the rifle. Abigail stepped between them. "You wanted the ranch," she said, "but you also wanted Nathan to feel what you felt. Rejected, forgotten, poor." Victor's eyes filled with pain. For one moment, his weapon lowered. Then riders appeared outside. Sheriff Reed had sent the deputies after them. Victor fired toward the door and ran for his horse. Nathan chased him into the canyon. Victor rode too fast along the narrow ridge. His horse stumbled near the edge, throwing him onto the rocks. He survived, but his leg was badly broken. Nathan could have left him there. Instead, he climbed down and carried his cousin back toward the deputies. At sunrise, the stolen cattle were driven home. The ledgers cleared Nathan's name. Victor was taken to the territorial court to answer for theft, forgery, and the attack on Sheriff Reed. But Nathan's greatest judgment waited beside the family graves. Abigail stood beneath a cottonwood tree holding his letters. "You did not lie about your loneliness," she said. "No. You did not lie about wanting a simple life. No. But you lied about your name and everything you owned." Nathan lowered his head. "I was afraid you would love the ranch before you loved me. And I was afraid of trusting another dishonest man." He offered her the ranch deed. "I will not ask you to forgive me. Take half the land. Sell it, keep it, or give it away. It is the only honest promise I have left." Abigail looked at the deed, then tore it carefully in half. Nathan stared at her. "I did not cross 1,000 miles for your land," she said, "and I will not marry you because guilt made you generous." She handed the torn deed back. "Earn my trust. Start with the truth. Every day." Nathan's eyes filled with tears. "Will you stay?" Abigail looked toward the small line cabin beyond the pasture. "I will stay in town. You may court me properly." 1 year later, Nathan and Abigail stood inside the little church at Red Hollow. They did not live in the great ranch house. They chose a smaller cabin near the cottonwood trees. Above their fireplace hung Nathan's first honest letter, tied with Abigail's faded blue ribbon. The ranch had never made Nathan worthy of love. Losing Abigail nearly taught him that. But telling the truth, accepting the cost, and earning her trust one day at a time finally made him the man she had believed was writing those letters.